is a story about a group of young professionals living in Jamaica who visited Montego Bay to attend a real estate conference in hopes of helping to move their country forward. Let me introduce you to them real quick. First up, Christoph, ladies' man, charmer, but also a deadly shooter and editor. Next, we have Ramon, an award-winning videographer and editor who could live stream from space if needed. Then we have the rookie, Sahej. But don't be fooled just because he's new to the game. This kid is a special effects killer. You've probably seen some of his work and not even realized.
I'm Spider-Man.
Then we got the glue that keeps us all together, Candice, the all-rounder, former model, company admin, photographer, and logistics specialist. Then there's me, the one who put the Avengers together, Throp. And we are Throp Media, and this is our experience at Iraq 2024.
You're the Avengers, man.
You're the ones Thor told us about.
Alright, we just got to our humble abode. We're gonna start unpacking the gear, get comfortable, and then we gotta head to the convention center to meet up with Jackie from the International Real Estate Expo and Convention. It's a mouthful, IREC for short, and just go over where we're setting up and all those fun logistical stuff. Anyway, let us do this unpack.
So, which rooms are you guys choosing?
I got the second room on the left, so it's off limits.
Alright, off limits. Alright, we'll go there right now.
Right after we threw our stuff down at the house, we headed over to the Montego Bay Convention Center where we met up with Jackie and her social media team. And they gave us a tour of where the conference was going to be held and also where our booth was going to be set up on that side of the convention center. Then we headed over to where the Homeowners Expo was going to be, a little bit of a calm before the storm situation, saw where our booth was going to be set up. And after that, we just headed home.
What time?
That can be at 9.
That could be at 9. Oh wow, so we gotta be ready. Okay, so we really gotta get there at 7.
So it also depends on who comes early. So I'm thinking since Rose, Benny Cooper's kind of late.
Good morning. Today is officially day 1 of the International Real Estate Expo, the conference. Just got up, what time is it? It's like 6 o'clock. Got some meditation in, some yoga, light exercise, and just getting ready for the day. Everybody's just getting up and gonna make some breakfast. And this is just like very beautiful to wake up to. Super, super beautiful. This view is like a big cruise ship passing by. Great way to start the day. Can't have a bad day with a view like this, right? But got some good sleep, really, really peaceful up here as well, and a great place to call home for a few days, especially with a conference of this magnitude taking place, at least the responsibilities that we have as a team for this conference. So it's good to have a restful place to stay and then also somewhere to look forward to after a long, hard day of work. So yeah, just getting ready to start the day, team's getting together. I'm just gonna run through the shot list real quick for today, make sure we're on it, make sure that we really capture this opportunity as best as we possibly can. Are you gonna cook candies? I'm saying you got your shirt on.
Oh, no.
Okay, all right.
having this international real estate conference here now? Because, as Conrad told me from Jamaica is a changed place. Even if you're looking at 5 years ago, even if you're looking at 2019, just before the pandemic, to today, a lot of local people are investing in Jamaica, which didn't used to happen. Interest rates came down. Remember when Manayal was coming in 2016, said God dropped interest rate to single digit, and that happened. Save the currency. I remember, Grand National Commercial Bank, every day you hear about, oh, the currency is changing. When we, the Andrew Holness administration, say, we are going to change the focus. We're not going to talk about the currency going up and down every day. We're going to focus on inflation. And we did it before the pandemic. God, thank you, and bless us.
Hello Throppers, 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 and welcome back to another video podcast episode. And if this is your first time visiting, a special welcome to you. My name is Winthrop Wellington, and here on my channel, I help you move to and invest.
All right, we are just wrapping up day one of the IREC. And it was a very, very long day. Everybody was up at like 5 a.m. and we were here at the convention center at about 7:30. We still got one more booth setup that we got to do real quick. We did, I don't know how many interviews that I did today. It's got to be more than 10. Exhausted to say the least. I got my keynote speech tomorrow. Tomorrow. Definitely don't want to get hit. Yeah, so just heading into the convention hall now to just set up our booth real quick, go home and get some much needed sleep. It's gonna look it already looks very different from yesterday. Our booth isn't gonna be as spectacular as some of these over here, but at least we have one, right? This is it right here? This is us? All right, let's do it.
Sticks on my body, can't trust nobody. Guess that's what you wanted, to keep us embedded. Loved you for, but you gave up again. Sticks on my body, now you're just a body. I saw it slowly coming.
Good morning, everyone. Voice is still not normal, still not 100% awake. But we are on day 2, which actually feels like day 3 because we came a day early to set up. But day 2 of the International Real Estate Conference and Expo. And we're going to go grab some breakfast now and head to the convention center. Not much of a setup today because we already did most of the work on that already. But today is my big day. I'm giving my keynote today and feeling pretty good about it. Semi-prepared in terms of putting something together, pen to paper, so to speak, but I'm pretty confident. I'm talking about stuff that I do like every single day, so I'm not too worried about it at all. Super excited to have the opportunity, very, very thankful to have the opportunity to speak to my real estate colleagues and the real estate professionals in the Jamaican market. So we're gonna go get some breakfast, get a little coffee, wake up, and get this day moving. And let's go.
I guess you can call me a YouTuber. That's kind of why I'm here. And my job here today is hopefully to convince you all to become YouTubers as well. And that doesn't mean that, everybody's gonna have the highest DSLR camera. At some point, we're all gonna have a level playing field. We're all gonna have the same technologies available to us. But what story are we telling? An investment conference that I have every November, Throp X, that's what we do in November, and we basically took my online platform and brought it into real life. And through the online platform and also my investment conference, I have done over 12 million US dollars in deal flow. And I'm not a realtor, don't have a license, don't want to be a realtor. But how did I do this? This was done through building a community. Once you have like that strong community and you build this trust, because that's what essentially that I've been giving my subscribers is trust. And anybody who comes on my podcast, I automatically extend my trust to them. So my subscribers, if I see a few people in the audience who have been on my podcast, and automatically, because I had this person on my podcast, because they trust Throp, they're gonna trust so-and-so. And with that, and especially those who have been in the real estate industry for quite a while, we know you have repeat customers because you've given good service and you've built trust amongst those clientele. And so what I did was do that in an online format. I am encouraging you to do so as well. As you know, there's like a lot of negative content that is out there. There are so many people, many, unfortunately, fellow YouTubers with their YouTube channels that their sole type of content is really sensationalizing the misfortunes of other people, where all they do is put out negative content about Jamaica. Jamaica is dangerous. Never go to Jamaica. Don't invest in Jamaica. And one of my main points here today is that we have to combat this. We have an obligation to create content. We have an obligation to tell our stories, the real story of why Jamaica is so good as a place to invest, a place to live and raise families. I feel like I live a very wonderful life. It's a simple life, but life in Jamaica is fantastic. From the standpoint of investing in Jamaica and moving to Jamaica, we also, as real estate professionals, understand that hopefully that, we're not competing against a development in Montego Bay or a development in Treasure Beach. We're competing against Tulum versus Negril. We're competing against Punta Cana versus Montego Bay. And not only am I going to, as a potential investor, am I going to invest in this country or that country? It really comes down to what they are exposed to. And we got to think that you're competing against the content creators / realtors in Tulum. You're competing against the content / realtors in Punta Cana or anywhere in the world. And if they are producing more content, higher quality content than we are here in Jamaica, they're going to win. We have to create higher quality content at higher volumes because we're competing against those countries and the professional real estate people in those countries and the professional content creators in those countries, but we're also competing against the naysayers and YouTubers and influencers in our own country. And we have to compete against them at volume. So I hope we have a sense of internal obligation to first our country, Jamaica, and then also to our profession as real estate professionals. There are people that are looking for you. There are people that are looking for you and your skill, your background, your expertise, but they can't find you because you're not on there. You're not on the YouTubes, you're not on the Instagrams, right? And so again, you have an obligation to your country and to your profession to really put your content out there and tell your story, build your community. And once you build that trust, man, you can sell anything. And the last thing I'll say before we open it up to questions is in regards to selling. If you've been on my podcast and we've done a real estate tour, the first thing I tell you, do not sell. Do not sell. And I know it sounds a bit of an oxymoron. We all want to make money here. We all want to sell this piece of land and that piece of land. First and foremost, Jamaica sells itself in a big way. And I'm not saying it's not important to tell people about square footage and the granite countertops and everything like that. Yes, that is all great, well and good. But what is the story of that piece of property? What is the story of the community? What is the story of the schools that your potential clients' children could be going to? The last video I did on a property was the Pinnacle. Has anybody seen that video that I did recently? Thank you. And if you'll notice in that video, I didn't even put the price on there. I didn't talk about square footage. I didn't talk about like none of that. None of what I would consider to be like analytical information that you might expect from watching a traditional real estate video. What I did was I told the story of the 3 Jamaican women leaders that were part of this project. And I knew that's what people were interested in. They could go to their website, they could see how beautiful it is, their 3D renditions, but who's behind the development? Why are they doing this? And that's what I sold without selling. So that's what I would encourage you all to do and take into consideration is there's always an opportunity to sell, but build that trust first. Build that trust first, and once you build that trust with your audience and with the community that you create, you can sell them anything. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer. I think we got maybe 5 minutes or so. So his question was, I mentioned YouTube, what about TikTok? So I can tell you every TikToker, Instagrammer, for short-term creator, they're trying to move to YouTube because that's where the community is. That's where long-form content lives. And the thing is like long-form content, they're spending many, many, many hours with you. Unbelievable amount of hours, and you don't get that on TikTok. And then also, TikTok is trending lower. The average age of my viewer on my channel is 55 plus. So we know what that means. These people are not warm leads, these are hot leads who have the means to purchase real estate and are serious about doing so.
That brings you. How do you manage the risk associated with, social media posts and stuff like that?
Great question. So one of the conversations that I had with myself before deciding to really put myself out there and be on YouTube was I made an agreement with myself that no matter what, I'm going to authentically be myself 100%. And with that there are going to be people who like you, and there are going to be people who hate you, irrespective, no matter what. No matter what you do. So at least in my head and what I convinced myself, at least I was being liked and hated for who I am, and that's okay. Because you can move on from my content and what I'm posting and go to the next person who fits whatever it is that you're looking for.
After my presentation, that was pretty much a wrap on the day. I said hello to some familiar faces afterwards. My brothers also came out to watch my presentation and support me, and I appreciated that so much. Afterwards, we went to Uncorked for dinner with the team, which is one of me and my brother's favorite restaurants in Montego Bay. Then they headed back to Negril, and the team and I went to a lime hosted by the Real Estate Association of Jamaica.
Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way.
I don't even remember my name. Hold on. Candice, how was it? How was the conference for you?
The conference, so far it has been quite the experience. Not what I expected in the best way, but good. I've met a lot of people in the industry, so yeah, networking.
Okay, awesome. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good. I don't know.
Just good?
That's a weird question to ask, you know?
All right. What's the question?
Whatever you want to talk about.
How was the conference? The conference was amazing. Lots of learning, good points. I learned a bunch about real estate that I never knew before, and it was better than I thought it would be, in a good way.
Hi. What was the question?
How was the conference?
It was splendid. Very informative. Saw lots of people I haven't seen in a hot minute. Fellow colleagues. And yeah, let's come back next year.
that marks the end of the conference aspect of the International Real Estate Conference and Expo. And today was an amazing day, amazing way to close out the conference. And right now we're here at Pier 1 on the beach at Doctor's Cave. And this is kind of, I guess, the closing aspect of it, the let down your hair aspect of it, the social aspect of it. And many of the realtors and the real estate professionals are here just hanging out, enjoying themselves, as is the Throp Media team, and just kind of reflecting on the last couple of days that we went through. I think this is such an important conference for the industry to have. Amazing networking all around, and I think making these like serendipitous connections amongst people, you just never know what's going to happen, what kind of business will be spurred off of that. And then on top of that, education sessions were incredible as well. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to attend any of them, but from what everybody is telling me, that they were really good, kind of cutting edge understanding from the professionals, boots on the ground people, letting everybody know what's happening. And then I also got to interview a lot of great people as well, and able to bring you boots on the ground information by the professionals who are doing it, who are making it happen in this industry. And then I gave my speech, which was pretty cool as well. It was well received, and my goal in doing that was really getting people to take content creation very seriously, especially in this industry. And it's, in my mind, like the best way to combat like many of the negative content that is out there, really just shedding bad light on Jamaica and highlighting the worst parts about Jamaica. And that's a very small aspect of what Jamaica has to offer. And I believe what we have to do is to overshadow and overcrowd the market with positive, real understanding of what's happening, what the life is like down here, and what the opportunities are like down here as well. So essentially, this is the closing aspect of it. Tomorrow we have the last day of the Expo, and we're going to be able to go around, talk to different vendors who are there, and do a bunch of interviews that we're very much looking forward to. And that'll be a close to it. Right now, we're going to continue to enjoy the rest of the evening and what it has to offer. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining, and we're going to bring the last day to you tomorrow. Good night.
I am Noel Phillips. I'm a realtor with Val Relivian Associates.
So my name is Carrie-Ann McDonald. I am the Client Relations Officer for EV Power Jamaica, otherwise known as Evergo.
Hi, my name is Elisa Smith, and I am the owner of Paris to be Gourmet.
My name is Neil Cromewing. I'm a director of Profile Finishes Limited.
My name is Moya Wilson. I'm a sales specialist at CIBC Caribbean Bank.
My name is Dacia Green. I'm the Marketing and Communications Associate at Freeform Factory Limited.
So Val Relive is one of the oldest local brand real estate companies in Jamaica. This year we're celebrating 40 years in real estate business. We've been here before all the franchises, and real estate is really a homegrown brand for the Levy family. So they love real estate, the entire family is in real estate. Real estate is the lifeblood of the company.
So Evergo is the leading electric vehicle charging company in Jamaica. We currently have over 60 chargers across the country, with 5 here just in St. James only.
To be what we provide are fruit cakes, cheesecakes, bread puddings, and banana breads, and we are located in Montego Bay.
And we're in the business of selling finishes to the construction industry. So primarily specializing in wood, plastic, composite materials, which includes things like deck, such as the one I'm standing on here, wall claddings that you'll see on a lot of the new apartment complexes, windows, doors, aluminum railings, stainless steel railings, glass railings.
CIBC Caribbean is a commercial bank, so we offer all of the products that a commercial bank offers, such as savings, deposits, withdrawals, And we also do loans, which is what I do. So we do mortgages, we do auto loans, we do a loan for pretty much anything as long as you're eligible.
Freeform is the only manufacturer of EPS, which is expandable polystyrene. That's what we call a styrofoam, and we use it to build, insulate, and decorate. So we have building systems that we incorporate the foam, and it provides insulation, because we know Jamaica is very hot nowadays. So it cools down your building. It provides you with cost savings. So we're trying to promote it and educate the public about it.
River. I'm a river guy.
Beach.
All right, if I have to choose one, I'd say the river.
River.
Beach.
Beach. When you get to the river, there's a lot of rocks underneath. I don't like the rocks. Like, I don't want to be bumping into anything while I'm swimming. So yeah.
Everybody knows Negril Rick's Cafe. The greatest place in the world to watch the sunset is Negril.
Montego Bay.
The best sunset, Negril.
Treasure Beach.
I'm going to be biased to Kingston.
Bye. Just better investment-wise.
Bye. It's good to own stuff. It's good to have assets.
Buy. Because it is an investment. If you're renting, you're pretty much paying someone else's mortgage. When you buy, you're paying your own mortgage. Huge investment.
Buy. Because I own my home already.
Buy. Buy every day. Buy. More buy. Buy because the power of ownership, and as I've always talked about and emphasized, capital gain and real estate is one of the greatest ways to create wealth in Jamaica.
Buy? Yeah, buy. Because for long term, you don't want to be paying rent every month. So for long term purposes, buying is better.
In the next 2 to 3 years, there'll be over $500 million US in real estate investment in Montego Bay alone, not just the rest of Jamaica, but in Montego Bay alone, over the next 3 to 5 years, we're looking at over $500 million US in real estate investment. Makes you realize that the market, as much as it has grown already, is still in its infancy, and there's so much more to do and so much more to grow.
And that's a wrap. That was an amazing IREC 2024. I met a lot of amazing people, and I met so many of you out there who really support this channel and appreciate the content that we're creating. We had amazing accommodations here at Sweet Dreams Villa in Montego Bay, and I would highly recommend that you check this place out. Thank you so much to the owners for having us. It was the perfect amount of rooms, perfect type of accommodation, perfect location, especially since we're going to the Montego Bay Convention Center every single day. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.